Hey gang, Matt from Easy Breakouts, about to start another current market trend review, but before I do, just wanted to mention that if you find this video helpful, be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. Also, you can view additional videos by visiting our YouTube channel. Alright, let's hop into our analysis. So folks, on Friday we had a holiday shortened day after Thanksgiving. Hopefully all you guys had a great one. And we had an up day in the market. So Dow, S&Ps, NASDAQ, Russell continuing to post up into new all-time highs. And the other commodities here, pretty sideways action. We'll take a look at these all on the charts. But as always, we're starting off here with the S&P 500 dailies. So folks, this nice rally, post-election rally continues here. As you can tell, another all-time high. You can notice here a little bit of a decrease in volume. That's just because of the holiday shortened trading. But one thing I am starting to watch here on the S&Ps is just a little bit of this trend line that's starting to form here, ascending trend line. As we continue to post higher highs, what would be healthy is for us to balance out or even make a little bit of a pullback here, test some support levels before breaking out to further new highs. And if you zoom into the intradays here, you can see exactly what I'm looking at right there. So folks, if you start to over the next, say 2 days, 3 days from now, you start to come below this trend line, a couple of places I'd be looking for the market to find a little bit of support. Obviously, I'd be looking to the 2200s. That's a whole number. But I'd also be looking to the 2180s, and the 2180s, that's just that prior support and resistance level that we were looking back at towards the July time period from 2016. So folks, I'd be looking at that those two areas to hold on the S&P 500s. As we move over to the NASDAQs here, NASDAQ posting up into new all-time highs right at the 5400s. That could potentially be a little bit of resistance, but similar to the S&Ps, a little bit of that trend line going on right here as well. So if this fails to break out and hold the 5400 whole number, I think coming back down to these 5350s, that would be a good place for the NASDAQ to come back in, build a bit of a range before attempting another breakout towards the 5400 whole number. As we've been mentioning over the past few videos here, the Russell, very, very strong. That's like 15 days up in a row. The Dow as well, very strong. And in fact, one of the things, the main characteristics or chart pattern we've been looking for in a lot of our stocks is this high handle that we've been seeing across the board on a lot of Dow type names and infrastructure type names. And that is actually a lot of the trades that we have taken over the past week have come from the high handle setup. You'll notice this very predominantly in like a lot of the steel stocks. A lot of these steel stocks have these high handles, but some of the more tech driven names or even retail driven names, they do seem to have these high handle patterns in here. One of the swing trades that we're actually currently in broke out of this little bit of like a double bottom with a handle. That's had a nice few days here. Also this Planet Fitness here, another one, right? You can see a bit of a cup with a handle, breaks out, forms another high handle, and has some nice gains in there. So as we continue with another full week of trading, again, you're going to be looking for chart patterns, recognizable chart patterns, and watching for when these stocks break out, preferably on volume from select buy points. One thing I did notice over the weekend here is that there are reports of pretty strong retail sales coming out from Black Friday. We'll have more information coming out of Cyber Monday, so look for information Monday and Tuesday on sales tallies from these major retailers. But folks, if you take a look at some of these select retailers, we have been noticing certain retailers starting to catch a bid. So start looking for chart patterns in these stocks. Here's one that just kind of caught me by surprise. And this doesn't really strike one as a leading stock by any measure. But here's one thing I did notice just looking at the charts. If you pull up a monthly chart, all-time highs on Best Buy are up here like the 55, 56 region. So at $46, $47, it's not that far away from all-time highs. These are definitely approaching 5-year highs on the Best Buy. And one of the things you see here is that it formed a nice little flat base. This is why we watch these areas broke out, and just like with the steel stocks, right? If you miss the big move up, watch for secondary entries. Maybe a high handle forms, maybe some other like a flat base forms at this period, but keep watching these stocks, have alerts set, keep them on a watch list, because you never know what sort of a setup they're going to give you down the road, and that might create a tradable opportunity for you. And again, just kind of keeping an eye on some of these retailers like Trojan's Place. We notice a really strong move up. At this point, you can't just jump in at any old place. You got to wait for a buy point, but this is showing extreme relative strength. A couple other retailers that, again, just watching how these retailers are rallying into this Q4, the Black Friday, the Cyber Monday, seeing how their sales are being driven here. DLTH is another stock here. Again, no real entry. You just got to wait for a bit of like a high handle to form. And as always, these are not buy, sell, or hold recommendations on any of these stocks. It's more just a heads up of what to look for in terms of setups. As we've always mentioned, our game plan always has been, always will be to buy the best relative strength stocks breaking out of recognizable chart patterns, preferably on volume. Those are the things that we look for here at Easy Breakouts. And I'm just noticing some bids coming into the retailers here as we're entering this holiday shopping season. But other than that, folks, on Friday was a pretty quiet day. As we take a look up towards next week, we're going to have second revisions on GDP, but the big number everyone's probably going to be looking at is going to be the non-farm payrolls Friday, December 2nd. That'll be coming out a pre-market number. Also kind of a market-moving event here, ISM Manufacturing Index on Thursday at 10 o'clock. But that's kind of the week ahead. Folks, we're going to be continually scanning for new setups, new chart patterns to form up. Again, as we've mentioned in prior videos, watch for those high handles and double bottoms. Those are the predominant chart patterns we've seen. And other than that, folks, just wishing everyone a great trading day ahead, and join us for our next market trend review video. Hey, by the way, if you haven't done so already and you're liking the analysis, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And as a reminder, you can also view additional videos by visiting our YouTube channel. Or if you'd like to find out more about Easy Breakouts, go ahead and click that Show More right above the comments section to find out more about Easy Breakouts. But other than that, have a great trading day ahead, and may the trend be with you. Take care, everyone.